The bright studio lights illuminated the elegant talk show set, the energy in the air thick with anticipation. Tonight's guest was none other than Robert Downey Jr., the legendary actor whose rise, fall, and ultimate redemption had fascinated Hollywood for decades. The interviewer, a respected journalist known for digging deep into celebrities' lives, was ready to ask the one question everyone had been waiting for. RDJ walked onto the stage, dressed in a sharp, tailored suit, flashing his signature smirk as the audience erupted into applause. He sat down gracefully, adjusting his glasses, fully prepared for whatever was about to come. The room quieted. It was time. The interviewer leaned forward, flipping through her notes before pausing, locking eyes with RDJ. Robert, you've had an incredible career, but I want to take you back to the toughest moment of your life, the one that almost ended everything. How did you pull yourself out? A hush fell over the audience. RDJ tilted his head slightly, exhaled, and nodded. He had been expecting this, but that didn't make it any easier. He took a sip of water, setting the glass down carefully before speaking. You know, it's funny, he started, his voice carrying a mix of humor and raw honesty. People always think there's this one moment that changes everything, but it's actually 1,000 little ones, some worse than others. The audience sat in pin-drop silence. RDJ leaned back slightly, staring past the cameras for a moment before returning to the present. There was a time, he admitted, when I thought I had lost everything. Hollywood had turned its back on me. I was in a cycle that felt impossible to escape. And honestly, I wasn't sure I deserved to. Gasps rippled through the audience. He recalled the headlines, the court cases, the mugshots that had plastered every tabloid in the late 90s and early 2000s. Studios stopped calling. Directors who once admired him wouldn't take his meetings. Iron Man. That was a joke back then. But then his expression softened. But here's the thing about rock bottom, he continued. Once you hit it, you have a choice. You either stay there or you start climbing. The interviewer smiled softly. And that climb led you to Iron Man, right? RDJ chuckled, shaking his head. You know, when I first walked into that audition room, no one wanted me there, he said. Marvel Studios didn't want me. The execs thought I was too much of a risk. The audience murmured in surprise. But then Jon Favreau fought for me. He told them, this is the guy. And you know what? That was the first time in years someone had looked at me and seen more than my past. His voice was steadier now, filled with quiet confidence. That's when I knew. I had to prove them right. The interviewer leaned forward, visibly moved. So looking back now, what would you tell the Robert Downey Jr. of those days? RDJ exhaled deeply, adjusting his cufflinks before answering. I'd tell him, keep going. You have no idea what's ahead. The audience erupted in applause. He smiled, finally looking completely at peace with his journey. And I'd tell everyone watching, no matter where you are in life, it's never too late to rewrite your story. The applause grew louder, people rising from their seats. The interviewer simply nodded, closing the segment with a simple yet powerful line. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Downey Jr.